yesterday we saw the ball in quite a big turn. 255 for 4 on that pitch. You must be pretty pleased with your day's work.
Yeah, I think the position that we managed to get ourselves into, it's been a great day for us. I think obviously at the start of the day to get those 3 quick wickets in the space of 5 overs, I think was really important. And then I think the partnerships that we've been able to make with a few of us has been really important. I think the way we're able to be quite proactive against all their bowlers, especially the spin, and put them under a little bit of pressure has been very pleasing. And I guess it's a nice position to be in.
I mean, you've done plenty of tours of Asia. How important is that proactivity of getting yourself, getting boundaries when you can and getting those runs? How important is that to build in the beginning?
Yeah, I think it's really important in this part of the world. I think being able to rotate strikes the important one, and obviously pick out boundaries when you can. And we saw the partnerships that the guys had today that were able to do that. We're able to rotate strike, and we have seen when you can get yourself in, batting does become easier, even though there is the odd ball that does turn, especially out of the footmarks. But I think that's something that the guys will be really pleased with today, was how proactive we were, and I guess just the intent that we showed throughout the innings.
It feels like your batting in Asia kind of has been on a pretty steady incline. Hit 155 in Colombo last time you were here. Had a good series in Pakistan, in between, and now a 70 today. What is it that's kind of happened through the course of your career that's allowed you to acquire those kinds of skills? Because you obviously grew up on pitches that were very, very different from this.
Yeah, I think it's just the experience in these conditions. I think the more you come to these parts of the world, I was lucky enough to tour, when I was probably about 18, with the New Zealand A side, and to have that exposure probably at that age was really important for me in my development. And as I said, you find a way, the more you come here, you find a way that you're able to play in these conditions. And I guess it's having a plan and trying to stick to that as best you can. And as I said, trying to be proactive, trying to, especially against bowlers, because in these parts of the world, when you're facing a lot of balls and you can't get off strike, it does become harder. So, I think the grand scheme of things is about trying to have a plan and stick to that as best you can, and then hopefully you can judge yourself on that.
Rex.
Tom, no New Zealanders scored a Test match 100 in Goa. You look to be probably getting there. Are they disappointed with the way you got it?
No, not really. That's my plan in these conditions, is to be proactive and obviously use the sweep shot, as I'm sure you saw. So that was certainly my plan. And other days it goes to the field around the boundary. Today obviously didn't quite work out, but that's certainly my mode in terms of how I operate in these conditions.
And also, New Zealand played the 4 Test matches in Goa and lost all 4 of them. And do you think that you guys have, it's a bit too early, but do you think you guys have done enough to make sure that you walk away with a win in this team?
Yeah, obviously a long way to go, but I think the position that we've put ourselves in today is obviously great. We know every day that you turn up, you've got to be on your A game in these conditions, and we know how quickly things can unfold. If you're not quite there. So for us, it's about coming here tomorrow and putting those partnerships together. The more partnerships we can build, hopefully we can obviously get to parity, and then obviously hopefully push things as big as we can go, I guess. So a lot of hard work to do tomorrow.
Cool. All right. Last one, Andrew. Pass it across there, Rex. In these kinds of conditions where the ball is turning quite a lot, how important is it to watch for that straighter one that comes that can get you LBW? It felt like everybody who batted today was really watchful about that. Yeah,
I think sometimes that's the danger ball in these conditions, especially for the ball that's turning away. It's the one that just slides on. It tends to be the one that does get the wickets, not necessarily the one that turns quite big. So again, it's guys have different plans and how they want to operate and the way they like to do things. So, I think you're right. It's you got to be wary of that, and I guess as a batter, and if you're playing this and it goes past your outside edge, then you just have to say well bowled.
Thanks, everyone. Cheers, Tommy.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome to Sri Lankan Airlines, where the pride of taking you to the world excites us every day, where service is intuitive and indulgence is encouraged. Our care is inherent. This is where the world comes home. Thank you for flying Sri Lankan Airlines. You're our world.
කරන්ට් කපුවනේ කරන්ටියක් ලයිට් තියෙන නම් තත්ත්වයෙන් ඉහළ green electric rechargeable LED බල්බම තෝරාගන්න. විදුලි බලය නොමැතිව පැය 4ක් පුරා දැල්වෙන වසරක වගකීමක් සහිත එකම බල්බය. green electric රටම එළියයි ප්‍රමිතියෙන් ඉහළයි.